I wanted to share and speak about how good it feels to act from a space of realness and interact with the world and life authentically. Meaning, what I'm feeling on the inside, what my body is speaking, responding to that from that place. So if I don't want to laugh, I don't laugh. If I want to laugh, I laugh. And really playing with my body's natural response to the world. And I cannot express enough how gorgeous and beautiful that feels in my body and how the body responds with more connection and more aliveness when we honor its truth. If our body is telling us, like, our natural response is to be like, what the fuck? And instead we put on a smile. Oh yeah, that's so cool. But inside our body's like, that's not cool. We don't think that's cool. We're now teaching our body like that what it feels is not aligned, and what it feels is not worthy of being heard and expressed. And this can create a lot of tension inside the body. It can also create just kind of this feeling of discomfort, when your body starts to feel like kind of just like blah, like just okay, versus if it was like, yeah, like just imagine your sensations inside your body is like a cheerleader cheering you on when you speak your truth, whether that's an authentic response or facial expression, or authentically walking on the other side of the street if you don't want to walk by somebody in that moment because you feel uncomfortable, like whatever it is. Or maybe it's being so silly and ridiculous, even if you think that everybody's going to think you're super weirdo. And I've even noticed the more that I practice responding so authentically, it gives other people the space and permission to do the same. And then they kind of love it and become like entranced in it. Like, I've had people in conversation with me become entranced when I'm really speaking from my authenticity. And yeah, it was honestly years ago that a friend of mine was the first one to call me out on it and say, like, Tarea, like, you always hide behind your smile. Like, he could tell that I was like smiling super big even when I didn't want to smile super big, because I was just hiding behind this like precious energy. And trauma response is called fawning. And so I learned all about fawning and how we can truly hide behind our fakeness in order to survive and feel like we have to survive and fit in. And it's a deep fear of death, facing those scary sensations of being so real, speaking your truth, or risk looking weird, or risk being rejected and being outcasted and not belonging. Like, all of that stuff is so real and valid. And so creating space for our bodies to feel safe, to just show up and be ourselves is tremendously just game changing. It brings expansion and aliveness and realness. And the funny thing is, now that I practice those ways of interacting authentically, I start to see in other people how they really hide behind this like show. And it's kind of annoying. Not annoying in a bad way. Like, I'm not judging or making anybody wrong. It's just like, I want you to be real with me. Like, I don't want to waste time. I want your realness. I want your truth. That's what feels alive. And that's what I think drives us all towards a bigger purpose of connection, love, belonging. And so that's my invitation for you today, is just noticing where you might be hiding behind a fake smile, or hiding behind a fear of looking weird or saying something stupid or messing up. Like, let yourself be messy, let yourself be weird. You're gonna find so much pleasure in these areas, and just like getting a chance to be safe, to be yourself, is tremendously healing and life-changing. and magic is waiting in those areas.